Hey guys, good morning. Man, I have a really bad news today. Finally, after all these years, my DeLonghi coffee machine died. But I'm getting a new one. A new model. Hey guys, what's today? We're gonna be doing the Necrons quest and finishing that Aston Militarum game. Who knows, maybe if we finish quick, we play some Warhammer. Oh man, no coffee. My head is already complaining. We're gonna be starting in like 2 minutes. Oh man, morning without a coffee is not really the morning. Means less coffee breaks. Don't worry, tea breaks now, which is actually longer. Just one second, boys. Can't survive without a coffee. Hey, Connie. Yoo-hoo.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey Mirik, thank you for your support. I'm gonna have to survive today without a coffee until my new coffee machine arrives. Holy shit, I just noticed the time. Wow. Man, this is not my cat, but we have a family cat. The family cat is black though. Sorry guys for typing, but had to be done fast. Okay. We have two games going on right now. We had the Necrons game on a tiny map, 1 versus 1. We definitely know if you're gonna play more 1 versus 1 to increase the difficulty beyond hard. We just need to do Necrons quest in this game. And when that is done, we are going to be taking down the Orcs and the Necrons in our Astra Militarum game. If you guys don't know, Astra Militarum is just fancy name for the Imperial Guard. Astra means stars and Militarum means military. So this one is gonna go fast, I think, and this one will take a few hours, I think. But there is a good chance we start a Warhammer 2 campaign later today. Don't worry guys, it's a long stream. I have nothing to watch, no TV shows, and I can't really sleep. I did had 8 hours today though. So a long stream again. Yesterday we had over 12 hours. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay, so this is our Necrons game. As you can see, we pretty much the only one on the map. We destroyed the Space Marines that were here. It was just 1 versus 1, just to see the tiny 1 versus 1. Definitely could use higher difficulty or maybe a larger map for 1 versus 1, but I feel like the setting is better for at least 3 factions. Anyways, what we're doing here, we're checking some Necron stuff, some of their ultimate units like the Obelisk, like the Tesseract Vault, and we're gonna be doing the quests. Okay. This will not take long, I think. I don't think so. We're still gonna be doing some building here. What do we have here? We need the population here. Let's get some population habitats here. What do we need? We need to produce a cryptech, a psychic hero for these guys. Cryptech, okay, it's on. I like how the Necrons play. It's totally different than the other two factions. Just the faction diversity is just incredible. I like how their heroes can increase population limit on all cities. The Necrons have a limited amount of cities they can build. They can only build on atop Necron tombs, and they are supposed to go tall. Space Marines are probably also supposed to go tall, while the orcs and Astra Militarum can go wide and tall, or a combination or combination. If you guys don't know these terms, tall meaning having a few cities and growing them as much as possible, as big as possible, while wide means more cities and not as big. I just love how the Astra Militarum plays out, playing defensively and building the whole planet as your fortifications. It's like that play style has always been attractive to me, playing defensive like that. And the way, you know, the city, the Astra Militarum city sprawls, and you know, see all the tiles taken care of, build the whole planet a fortress, and then fight the enemy inside it. Cryptech spiders, huh? Scarab hive. Every 5 turns we can produce a Canoptic scarabs. It costs 30 energy though. Canoptic scarabs. Okay, we actually read that. Let's see this. So they are permanent. Agile farmer. I actually like the Warhammer 4000 quite a bit, but the games are not so good. And this I think is like finally again a Warhammer 4000 game that is actually keeps me interested. We're just gonna be getting some more military there. Maybe another. How much is the upkeep on this thing? 3? What the hell? Oh no, this is the wrong unit. 16, 8. Okay. The Tesseract Walker has double upkeep. Okay, guess we get some, get another Transcendent Satan. We could get another Tesseract Vault. We're gonna be doing the quest. It's gonna go fast. Just one moment, guys. Short interruption, few minutes. guys, I'm back. Sorry for interruption. Okay. Scarabs are pretty cool. 6 movement. Wow. It's pretty nice, you know, to just take some outposts, eat Overwatch. Yeah. We're just gonna be having a military here. Gravity Pulse, Sleeping Sentry. Yeah. What can we build here? More military stuff. The ore is kind of getting low. These are expensive. Slave enrichment. Mind the modifications to your slaves' bodies and minds enables them to sleep less and work more for long as their fragile bodies last. Production of slave mastabas. It's 10% increase. Okay. Ooh, dire necrodermis. Remove the cooldown on necrodermis repair. This is pretty crazy. You have a lot of influence. The cryptic is coming in 4 turns for the next step of the quest. As royalty. Guys, not 100%, but it's around 70% when you finish this game. This game is gonna be finished in probably 2 hours, maybe up to 4, and then we're gonna finish off Astra Militarum, and we might play some Warhammer 2 today. I'm gonna leave the Space Marine game probably later this month, and I'll be playing more Gladius later on. Been missing Total War for the past 3 days. Okay, it will take some time for the Cryptic's delicate mental machinery to recover fully from the long sleep. We can accelerate the process by exposure to worlds outside and battle. Accumulate research 100, reach level 3 with Cryptic. Did we recruit him on level 3? Please tell me it's level 3. Level 4, nice. We'll be trying Frostpunk in the future. Just not now. Okay, Dimensional Corridor. Let's see the Cryptic. Cryptic has a healing ability which is very nice. One range makes him vulnerable. It's 10 health and 7 armor, not very tanky. This glowing sphere focuses energy into the regeneration circuits of nearby Necrons, enhancing their ability to self-repair. Hey, see man. Chronometron grants damage reduction to the target allied unit. 20% for 1 turn. This ice-shaped devices project a bubble of energy that can alter the flow of time itself, slowing incoming projectiles such that those nearby can simply move out of their path. And Mind Shackle Scarabs reduces the metal damage to target enemy units. It's support, buffs, debuffs, healing. 3% metal damage for 1 turn fear. As the bearer's commands, tiny Mind Shackle Scarabs burrow into the target's brain, bypassing cerebral functions and robbing the unfortunate victim of their wits. And the elite skill Solar Pulse, 5 turn cooldown, range is self, radius 3, reduces the accuracy of enemy units in the area. Wow. That one is actually pretty good. This will lower the damage by quite a bit. Within the 3 tile radius. Now in a big encounter it can save us a lot of health. The silver staff burns with the light of truth and honor, and when its powers are unleashed they are a bane to all shadows. It lose the staff's energies blaze outward in a mighty flare as though a new sun was born. The darkness is driven back by this false dawn, and the foe reels as their eyes are blinded and their deceptions laid bare. Okay. I guess I'll get some healing. So it's a support hero. We're doing the quest here with the Necrons before we go back to the Astra Militarum game. We just finished these 2 games and back playing Warhammer. Later this month I think I'm gonna have a Space Marines game. It's probably gonna be like 2-3 days. it is all good here. Chapter 2 messages from the past completed. Adamantium V vest plus 2 armor. When you want to make something invulnerable, you make it from adamantium. Used in the construction of both Terminator armor or the construction of Titans, this is the strongest material known to man. The vest only has a tiny amount in it, woven with plasteel and ceramite, but it's enough to make it exceedingly protected. Plus 2 armor for one of the heroes. The Cryptek Tananek is fully recovered and as keen as anyone else to discover Aistan's putative webway escape route. But her instruments show something unusual in a distant tomb. Necrons who respond to no signals, who are massacring everything they come across with a beastman or Necron. So we're gonna have some kind of civil war. Dire Necrodermis, this is a tier 10 technology. The living metal that constitutes the Necron bodies and vehicles now constantly writes, rebuilding itself from moment to moment. And chapter 3. So this means that the Necron heal ability is not cool anymore. Just limited to influence now. Chapter 3, Fragments of the Destroyer. When we slew our star gods, the Satan, they didn't die easily. After all, they were fundamental parts of the universe who had achieved sentience. They couldn't be truly annihilated, only atomized and trapped, lest they recoalesce. And those who had time left a curse in their death, like Landugor's flare, disease that drives so many of our warriors to madness. The destroy cults which have sprung up on the peripheries of our cities too are another reflection of the Satan curse. These nihilists are drawn from the best of us, immortals, Lichguard, and lords, and in their madness seek only the death of all life. But whilst we can communicate with our local cults, this maddened army is in communicate and kills isolated Necrons alongside the living. We must stop them if we can. The rebel Necrons have formed into an army led by a formidable lord. Let us tackle them carefully when we are ready. Destroy the rebel Necron army. No big deal. Man, after destroying an army of Stellan robots and Hydras, this looks like nothing. A bunch of warriors, some heavy destroyers. There's a Tomb Blade there. There's actually a Destroyer Lord. Yeah. Let's send our big guns. We're gonna trigger some Overwatch here. This is our ultimate unit, tier 10. Wow, heavy destroyers do a lot of damage. Hey, Kevin. Who are we going to delete? This thing has some advanced Tesla weapons. Hey Tucker, I'm enjoying this game quite a bit, and I'll definitely be playing some more. We streamed like all 12 hours yesterday, yeah. The heavy destroyer will take fire on us here. And this thing is vulnerable to heavy destroyer. We can heal this one. Open fire. I'm gonna get our army on the way here. This thing could be vulnerable there. Hopefully this thing don't get one shot. Heal. 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 And again, heal. What you gonna do about that, friend? Yeah. What do we have here? Let's delete this. Doom Blades are fast. They're cheaper than the Warriors, but they're a little squishy. Oh, we have a monolith here. This thing gonna get deleted by the Overwatch. Maybe it survives the forest. We can fully heal him. That will recover morale. Ooh, that was nasty. Revenge. Yeah, we do have good stuff here. Let's get another Tesseract Vault. The Lords will keep the population there. I'm not gonna need to build anything here. And what do we have here? Research. Might have the range there. Seismic Assault grants the Ascendant Satan and Tesseract Vaults the ability to perform devastating strike down. Maybe an additional attack. We should have enough units to deal with this. Necron weapons that do so much damage. Heavy destroyers, no joke. Is the big thing here. We need to inflict casualties on destroyers. Doesn't do much damage. They have armor. They do have armor technology as well. Wake up. Wake up, man. Should have woken him up last turn. This is the heavy destroyer around. The heavy destroyers have two heavy Gauss cannons, a lot of damage, and this thing you get early is devastating. And the remaining warriors, we could use the skill actually. Hold on. Yeah, teleport next to the monolith. We'll mobilize everybody. Might trigger some Overwatch here. This ability looks very powerful. This is our tier 10 unit pretty much. We combine a tier 8 and a tier 9 unit I think with this. Yeah, combine a tier 8 and a tier 9 unit with a tier 10 technology. should have put a toughness there. Zero Tractorians. Well, you did not move them last turn. You will kill the barge. Some Overwatch maybe? No. Some fire on the Walker. Stalker. Okay, only has his big attack. Doesn't require any actions. Every turn cooldown. So this is what I like about these big units. This thing is not even considered super heavy. Obelisk is considered super heavy. Having extra skills that pretty much are extra actions, it's really powerful in these high tier units. I have to defeat the rebel Necron army here for a quest. This thing I might hold. They have a destroyer lord and heavy destroyers, which is a lot of damage. Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage. This is the Necrodermis repair. But they're taking some serious damage here, though. Delete this. This Tesla spheres, oh my god. Do we even have technology to upgrade damage on Tesla weapons? No, not yet. What the hell? Okay, keep preparing this. There are three heavy units here. The Destroyer Lord, 2 heavy destroyers. That's a lot of damage. We need to destroy this one here. We'll take much less damage next turn. Okay. Welcome fire and heavy destroyers. Heavy destroyers do so much damage. It's a very impressive unit for the low tier. Made sure the Space Marines got deleted. Fire here. This one will survive. Might as well kill this one. Okay, we recovered the morale. Necrons like a glass cannon DPS race? Not really, no. No. They're actually quality. Their units are quality. Their quality comparable almost to the Space Marines. They just have different stuff. It seems the Space Marines to be on some areas do have more quality, while the Necrons have more damage. When it comes to like toughness. This, the Tesla spheres are holy shit, man, this weapon. What the hell? Doesn't even have armor penetration. Devastating. I mean, it's devastating against other Necrons because they don't have high HP. Obelisk is such a high damage. But I mean, the Obelisk is tier 9, you know, for tier 9 it should be so dangerous. Well, the Orcs have a Gork out on tier 8, Squigglesworth on tier 10, I think. The Baneblade on tier 10 for the Astra Militarum is strong, but not until you get the extra heavy bolters and the last cannons that it becomes incredible. Well, this Obelisk seems to be deleting stuff already from get-go. The Necrons have regeneration, living metal, what's it called, the reanimation protocols, and they also have the Necrodermis repair, so they can use influence to instantly heal once a turn or later no cooldown, which can be a significant advantage if you're ready for a fight with a lot of influence. And I don't think the factions can handle this if the Necrons are ready to fight with a lot of influence. There's a reason the Space Marines are dead. They had a lot of influence in the beginning and totally overrun them because we're unkillable. Okay. Just take those tiles there. Hesitation. There's another heavy destroyer here and a destroyer lord. Actually move that destroyer lord here, attacking the Triarch Praetorians. The Baneblades do so much damage at close range. Tesla sphere weapons. Holy shit! Yeah, we are just finishing the quest. It's pretty cool. It's a kill. Yeah, we'll just keep shooting here. What was different level in this one? Same as the other one, hard.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Adrius, thank you for 5 months. Let's eliminate one of the heavy destroyers here. Second time I play with other factions will be increasing the difficulty again. Yeah, they actually different music is playing in this game because playing the Necrons and the Space Marines in the game. But it's around the same track. We'll be playing a Space Marine game, maybe even after the Man on the Mountain quest. We'll see. Another heavy destroyers there. Oh, that was a misclick. Oh, no biggie. A new one. Yeah, I'm enjoying this one a lot. Almost giving up on the Warhammer 4000. What is the goal of the game? Each faction have their unique quest. Like the Astra Militarum needs to contact the rest of the Imperium and then hold the planet. The Orcs wanna continue with their war elsewhere. Not sure what the Space Marine have to do. We're doing the Necrons one, so there is a quest, and of course destroy all the enemies. You can turn off the quest. I'm not a big fan of the quest, but I want to complete the ones with every faction. We're currently doing the. We defeated the Space Marines, which achieved victory, but I'll also see the Necrons quest. The Astra Militarum quest was insane. If you guys seen it yesterday, holy shit! But we did it, and I'm gonna finish the game by destroying the Orcs and the Necrons. Play a little more with our super tanks. So we'll finish the quest with the Necrons, finish the game with Astra Militarum, and we're starting whatever is on the next command. It's gonna be first time in still Fate Overhaul for me in Warhammer 2. Seismic Assault. Grants Ascendant Satan and Tesseract Vault the ability to perform a devastating strike down. Stone fractures and ores flesh burn into silver steam as the Satan shard drags up tides of magma from deep below. Let's see if this actually costs an action. Costs an action. 20 attacks with armor penetration. Oh my god. These things are literally gods. Literally gods. There's one. Isn't this everything? Yeah. Let's get the Viridian Discharge to buff the damage on Tesla weapons. Tesla Sphere is 4.6 right now. Holy shit, that weapon. Looks like the bent blade and a Gorok now has a bunch of weapons, while the obelisk just has the big guns, the delete people. They run into water, okay. Oh, Tomb Blades, you're right. The research here since it's available like this. It's a Tundra with 30%. Get the 2.3 heal. So we had a significant advantage against the enemies. Chapter 3 Forms of Destroyer. For the loss, your people turn to such mindless horrors. Easton reports that many such dooms have befallen the Necron people since Awakening for daring to raise their hands against the gods. Chapter 4 Vol's Anvil. The Zonic Decryptech has started the warp storm and come to a conclusion. The old technology that maintains the storm is embedded in this planet. The machine that built it is surely here too. We can find it that sure that she can reverse engineer this technology and perhaps dissipate the warp storm. That might be harder than it sounds. For intervening millennia, elder men, orc, Chukero, and strange creatures have left their creations on your crown-rolled surface. They cannibalize the old one's technology. Gather the artifacts for the cryptic to study, and you may be able to find the mechanism by which to control the old one machinery. These artifacts range from palm-sized devices to floating monoliths taller than a tomb stalker, but the cryptic insists they are all useful. So it looks like each quest has each faction has a quest to recover the artifacts. Got a lightning gauntlet, 30% melee damage next attack. The creepy Platonic could still drool, she would. Examining the artifacts, she takes an ancient piece from each and rapidly rebuilds a giant old one artifact, which she asserts could control the storms. Silencing the cryptic's protests, Iceland volunteers test it far from the city, and you agree. Oh, this is just gonna update. Another Satan. The population here. Chapter 5, A Messenger Revealed. Easton has been gone only a short time, the mountainous artifact floating behind. When the cryptic demands an audience, her scarabs enter en masse with her, prompting your Leech Guard to gather about you defensively. Instead of conflict though, the scarabs bring something else. Zdonek explains her scarabs were exploring a long-destroyed Old One habitat when they happened some unusual remains. Before she could personally investigate, her scarabs were driven off by the wasps. Psy, Nuin, so those wasps, which had infested the ruin. But they did manage to recover one thing. She presents you with a Rod of Covenant, additional Praetorian weapon, one that obviously should not have been in the Old One ruin. What is going on? Cryptic demands that you investigate the old one building personally, and you agree. Please highlight a tile with Cryptic and secure the perimeter. Yeah. Zeig neu ein. Yeah, that's easy to say, very easy. Cryptic got killed in battle, so I have to get a new Cryptic. Hey Chris. Yeah. This is I think the last chapter. These things like to flee when in trouble. All good level. Brilliant discharge. A Tesla weapon unleashes a bolt of living lightning that crackles from 4 to 4 after hitting its target. Sharing flesh and melting armor. Tesla bolts feed off the energy released by the destruction, lightning becoming more furious with every fresh arc. So we upgrade our Tesla weapons. Oh my god. So that was an increase of about what, 25-30%. Those things are getting deleted. I got a Cryptic. I'll teleport there. Oh, fine, fine. Removes the movement cost of dimensional corridor. This is the hit point restoration from Necrodermis repair. Accelerated regrowth. Let's see, 6 is the base. You enjoyed Necrons, yeah. Some pretty cool stuff. Things are fleeing, of course. Sector 5, a message revealed. Under the building is an old one vault, with human and Necron tracks leading to its sealed door. Crypto can unseal it, but it will take time. 300 influence. Yeah. Makes me wonder where they're gonna appear on. Gonna get more influence buildings. One will be enough. Actually get 3 here. Accelerated growth. The cryptex have improved the nanomechanical structure of Necrons metal bodies once again. Allowing them to recover from almost any damage. What's the healing now? Extra 2 hit points. Keep these things here. Town is under construction. And in this live, we take breaks every now and then. Been taking it last year and the year before. This year is no different. We don't play Total War 24/7. Over half the year though. Increase the accuracy of units against enemy in cities. Let's see, maybe they actually spawn around our cities. These are skimmer units. Like Batorians are so cool. Let's march. Burning ore again. Ore is used for unit upkeep. I'm not sure about Necron morals, so I can't really tell you. I mean, we can check out the research. We see immortals. I don't think I've seen it. Immortal forms, healing of vehicles. I don't see morals. Static targeting. Accuracy against enemy units in cities. The Necrons technology may have been erased from the dusty ancient tombs, but few races in the past 60 million years have matched their prowess in manipulating dimensional variables. No wall bunker or laser grid is a defense against such weaponry. Yeah. This is damage reduction of allied units in cities. almost done. Population, huh? Oh, there's another one that escaped. Loyalty here. Okay. Okay, a message revealed. You personally attend the vault's opening. Inside the ruin, you discover long dead remains, human warriors, and a group of Triarch Praetorians, including a mangled corpse that is visibly Aston's. Yet you saw him right before a cryptid discovered this vault, or something that looked like him at least. Wasps that flee all the time are very annoying. That thing. Chapter 6: The Silent King's Secret. Aston communicates with you, or rather the thing that pretended to be Aston does. It is a transcendent shard of Mephitron, the messenger, the deceiver, the same Satan who doomed your people to these metal bodies with its mellifluous lies. Around it stands the legion of your fellow Necrons, blank-eyed like the destroyers you defeated before. In Aston's tortured voice, Mephitron gloats that you have handed it the keys to the Old One's technology and invites you to submit to your ancient masters. You cut off the communication in despair. The cryptic has her own secrets, however. From a hidden stasis chamber, a spider raises a cherished gift from the Silent King, saved from the days of rebellion. An ionic device explicitly made to kill Satan. We can recover the control device and use the Old One and Silent King's technology side by side. We can crush this bristic Satan. And once we have shown the other races of this planet that we can crush even a star god, surely they will fall in line too. Shortly, Doomside Scouts reports that the arrogant Satan has left the control device with an army of his soulless Necrons. Lightning raid with your full force should be sufficient to drive them off and reclaim it. Destroy the rebel Necron army, capture wall, control device. It's not even the final battle. What the hell is this man here? Have one obelisk. Guys, just give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Send them to their graves. What do you mean? That's a waste, man. We're gonna defeat them and use their bodies to make more Necrons. The local cryptic is disappointed in you. Oh, you really wanna do that, huh? This guy's gonna get taken on this side. They have so many lords. They do have some anti-armor here. Let's get rid of that obelisk. See how much they can repair it. Still have a regular attack here. I'll drop a little more repairs here. We have Tesseract Vaults, we can't fight those things are devastating to Necrons. Ineffable obstacles. Attacks made on the Tomb City's defenders now mysteriously fail. Energy attacks fade, gravitron weapons are deflected. Physical projectiles seem to be snatched from the sky by the tomb's cyclopean walls. Because of Gauss weapons, that's why so much damage. Yeah. Still have abilities here. Like, no damage there. No damage. Increases damage blast weapons. We repair 2.3 per turn, I think. Gluing metal is not buffed, it's only 1.1 per turn. I wonder why it doesn't show on Steam when they're playing this game. It's strange. On my Steam it shows. I should visit. There's another obelisk there, what the hell? Oh, I guess we didn't see it. It's a lot of units, they better not spawn more units. Look at the bright side, at least we don't need to do the Necrons quest ever again if we play Necrons again. They're getting pretty nice with experience. I think it's so vulnerable to that skill. So all the quests in the same way. Pretty much everything is the same, but just small differences. Just a bunch of units attack you guys, because it's towards the victory. I'd rather play the game where we just fight other factions. But it's okay, just nice to see the quest once. Yeah. I'm not a fan of this really, but it's for the victory. For the victory. I'm just gonna do it once, and future games will be just destroy the factions, which I like way more. You can disable the quest. Is that any good? You mean the game? The game is good. There is no way they're gonna have another army after this. It's if you ever play Dawn of War, it's pretty much Dawn of War turn-based and plays like Civ. You build city, you build buildings in the city, use the resources to build units, and you units to destroy your enemies. I strongly think that quest just kind of ruins the battling between the factions. But yeah, you can disable the quest, which is great. Disable that shit for definitely. There are lords here, 3 lords. Okay, we're just gonna keep attacking here. Why this game calls 4x? 4x means it's expand, explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. 4x. The words start with E, but you know, now they sound like they're X words. So you pretty much start the game with nothing. You do exploring, you do expanding, and then you exploiting either the environment, diplomacy, and then you exterminate your enemies. What and Foiros, you have never played the Warhammer Total War? Grimgor signs peace treaty with High King every now and then. They're you know, calling truce. Hey, it's a 4x strategy. We need to bring this thing down. Yeah, one of the obelisks is down. We do have a little more influence, but the health is good. Leaking ore. Ore is used for upkeep. I still think that most of the diplomacy should not be available in Total War Warhammer, like Skaven and Dwarves, and greenskins, pretty much all the factions. I'm all for that. I mean, Skaven signing the, treaties with dwarves, guys. I'm starting again getting a headache just thinking about it. Who thought this is a good idea? But then again, they are definitely forcing some Total War gameplay style, gameplay in the Warhammer, just you know, so the Total War doesn't lose its part in the Total War Warhammer. So that's part of Total War. Well, the greenskins cannot have trade agreements. That's already cuts off nearly half diplomacy. So why not other cut some of it as well? I'm not talking about you should cut. You should cut everything. But greenskins should not be able to deal with dwarves, for sure. Greenskin dealing with dwarves or the elves or the empire. The main enemy of the Empire are the greenskins. In the victory condition and in the campaign, it might be the vampire counts, but no. The greenskins was always the #1 enemy of the Empire. So some of the diplomacy should never be available. Why would Empire go talk with the greenskins about regarding diplomacy? So they're forcing their Total War thing by enabling this shit. Maybe diplomacy has been left in the game. I mean, I feel like the CA should make a big big discussion about this, a big explanation why. But I feel like they left it not just because it's Total War, so the Total War, stays, there, Total War part of the game, but also the end times. Also, because the end times make things different. It's forcing unlikely alliances and people who were killing each other for thousands of years to stop fighting each other and fight the chaos. So there's a chaos in this equation as well. So I guess it makes sense, but still, dwarf diplomacy with Skaven, shoot me. Increases the damage of blast weapons. Human targeting systems tend to focus on accuracy, narrowing the dispersal of weapon shots. Continually, the more advanced Necron targeting systems spread a weapon attacks out, yet somehow still increase the chance of each shot to hit. Let's we can heal this thing. We can a little. This thing is taking heavy damage. The obelisk is blasting it. I don't know where that obelisk come from. All in all, they made a great job with it. I just wish some of this diplomacy is more polished. Like dwarves and greenskins and dwarves and Skaven should never have a diplomacy. I mean, dwarves, stick to their, to their code, their honor, their grudge book. Dwarves dealing with greenskins, with Skaven or even Norska, not in a million years. Of course, you might find some, example from, somewhere, which like, force them to do shit, but just breaks my immersion. Space Marines are enhanced human. They're super soldiers. I guess, yeah, Booker, yeah, you can see it as that as well. I don't want to lose this thing. We can sustain heavy damage if we leave it there. These are the Necron ultimate units. These Tesla weapons are crazy. Hammer of Red. Cannot expire this in a Satana. We don't care about that. Extra armor of vehicles. Well, it has a lot of attacks, Buffoon. The obelisk is causing so much damage. register the remaining forces now. Leaking a lot of ore, but we also building a lot of ore as well. Charges 1 out of 1. What does this do? Maybe it's used to destroy the nearby units. Just need to finish the remaining ones. This thing has living metal. Cryptics are very wrong with this shit. Not even gonna have a use for the monolith. It's using so many obelisks. Extra vehicle armor. So vehicle screws add additional armor plating to their vehicles to provide a little extra protection. Yeah, we get more armor on the obelisks. That's another Satan. How would I rank the factions from enjoyment now that you have played them all? Well, pretty much my favorite factions are the most enjoyable ones. You know them, shit wizard, the top 5. I do enjoy playing most of the factions. Some more than others. Or I'm not sure what you're talking about. Talking about this game? I'm getting confused. But if you're talking about this game, Astra Militarum. Astra Militarum is my favorite. I've not really played much of Space Marines. Astra Militarum my favorite. Orcs second, and Necrons a third. Not really played the Space Marines, so I'm not gonna put them on the list. Yeah, continue shooting this thing. The lightning attack is actually stronger than the ground one. losing ore, but I'm building ore as well. The Imperial Guard is my favorite so far. I have to play more Space Marines to see how the Space Marines play in this game. I just like playing defensively, building the whole plant as fortifications, and slowly gain ground. Killing rate of vehicles. Okay. Rather than dissipate the Warstorm, the Cryptic plans to ramp it up so much so that the atmosphere crackles. This will burn away everything physical, with the solid physical Satan affected most of all. Activate the device. What the hell? Didn't I activate it already? There's no charges left. How do we charge it? God damn it, what the hell? So much for the quest, huh? Why did it give you the way to activate it if it's not gonna work like that? Yeah, we can load. Thank God for the 5 auto saves. Okay, we have to load the turn before. Waste of time. Not gonna capture it on then. Don't see it. He just lost like 10 minutes. Okay, 1 second. Don't care about this thing here. The building here. Work on another obelisk. Our situation is getting under control. These things are cryptex that are vulnerable to this shit. So I might have a buff. Yeah. Tripper gets really tanky when he acts his ability. Two 2.5, 1.4. It's a level 7 Lord. Another. Use damage of metal weapons, physical rate of Necron cities, killing of vehicles. Yeah. Better not spot another army like this, man. That would be really tedious gameplay if I see that shit. Quests are kind of tedious, I have to say. This is the healing rate of vehicles. In some abstruse sense, the Necrons machines are now remember their former glory and endlessly strive to regain it, following their living metal rapidly back to cover and damage. Activate the wall control device. The Silent King's secret. Satan too late realizes in its error and burning with the Old One's energies orders its soulless armies to attack. You can defeat it, you will cower the slave races by making them witness a god's destruction. Survive invasion, keep control of the wall control device. Evasion. Yeah, love this gameplay. The quests are amazing. Quests are absolutely ridiculous in this game, for sure. Thank God you can disable the quest and we can go fight the Xenos and the other things. Guys, how amazing it is. The best thing about this game so far, I tell you guys, it's that you can disable the quest. Nameless cause, we're building to produce aircraft as well as generate energy, research, influence, and increase loyalty. Wow. So they're gonna keep coming now, return. Look at Overwatch. They're gonna be coming everywhere, huh? I think you were not supposed to move this before. If the Necrons are dreaded across the known universe, their aircraft are doubly feared. Doomside and Nightside are fast, hardy, and deadly to armored opponents, launching from a bleak expanse of stone, devastate the enemies with their irresistible assaults. It's a little bit of everything now. Any production tiles remaining? That doesn't matter. Scarab almost ninja'd my artifact now. This thing is getting deadly and more deadlier. The Void Strike is so strong. Dimensional Sanction. Move the movement across the dimensional corridor. They're spawning monoliths and scarabs. Triad Praetorians as well. Sight there as well. More tiles. Scan these tiles. Okay, we can build Nightside. The Nightside is the Necrons' favorite tool of invasion, a sickle-winged herald of woe that possesses the ability to beam Necrons directly into battle, maneuverable enough to evade orbital defense and interceptors, and swift enough to outpace mastering foes. Nightsides can go through a defense perimeter and deploy invasion force well behind enemy lines. Let's see one of these things. You have some shit in the north as well. These things are fast. Doesn't even say how many turns we have to survive this. The obelisks are arriving. These things are not easy to kill, very tanky. Licking ore. He's taking some damage on. I think he's actually doing a lot of damage to the city. Okay, anything new coming? Oh, those guys are still hiding here. City's kinda in trouble there. Gonna send 100 volts. One shot at Doom's side. Obelisk there. Killing them pretty fast. Dimensional sanction. Gunning cryptic sanction has allowed the Necrons to fine-tune their recall technology, heavily increasing the acquisition accuracy when they face up. Because a Scarab destroyed there. 18, 7, 24. Get to bring down that obelisk. The health here, found 28, 06, might be the population thing. thing can still stay in Overwatch. Voice track is so powerful with the charges. So powerful. I think we are fine here. I lost too much ore. Increase the production outdoor nameless causeways. Take another heal artifact there. These are the ultimate Necron units, the Tesseract Volts. Seismic Assault for a lot of damage. Another obelisk there. Can the Lord teleport city? You're absolutely right. We can, yeah. Good one, good catch. I didn't even think about it. Overwatch here. I'm a little worried about their toughness here. This thing is quite deadly. Up to 4.6, not a little big deal. The other Necron lords have crazy armor. They increase population of all cities, and their void strike and charge do some crazy damage. The population skill is crazy, but it is unique because of the Necrons have to have tall cities. So we have 5 cargo here. Transport infantry units. Invasion beam disembarking does not consume movement. Wow. You get the movement and action. And can supersonic. Are supremely fast, even by the normal standards of aircraft, making them exceptionally mobile in battle. This thing looks really good. It's a twin-link Tesla Destructor. Use the ability here, yeah. Use the void strike here. Okay. The obelisk has left this area. Need 2 more stuns for these two. Our situation is getting better. Telling me this thing has 17 armor, what the hell? Imagine having 3 lords, all your cities get plus 8 in population. Just wow. 8 population limit. Yeah. That area should be fine. Heavy destroyers. Heavy destroyers actually do quite a bit of damage. They have heavy ghost cannons. Royal Guard. And it requires an action. And summon a unit to track Praetorians. Elite unit to track Praetorians. Maybe just a regular one. Just says the word there. The Transdimensional Thunderbolt does a lot of damage to this thing. The night side is so nice at the moment. You can also go supersonic every 3 turns. Need more ore. Give me ore here. Ore is for the upkeep of units. I have quite a bit of obelisks and the tesseract vaults, so they cost a lot of ore per turn. Orphic starkness. This inhuman expanse of stone now seems to be impossible, filling more space than there is. Necron flying machines stretch and flicker in and out of existence as they traverse it. More production on the air units. We kill them pretty much as they spawn. We're gonna get the Overwatch here. Tesseract Vault is really deadly. Really deadly with powerful abilities. Doesn't have extra actions like the Bane Blade, but it's deadly from the get-go. The Obelisk and the Tesseract Vault and this Transcendent Ton. The abilities here quite deadly, but they consume action, so he has only one action. I mean, you can see what the only thing we are building. We're building obelisks, we're building Transcendent Tons, and we're building Tesseract Vaults. Deadly and tanky. Doomsight, versatile airborne fighter unit. Let's see that. I think so far the biggest surprise is the Necron Lord. The way it functions with that extra population for every city, it's pretty crazy. So you have 1 or 2 cities, it's a big deal. And you can have probably 2 of these at least. The Void Strike charging for super damage, and it can have some crazy armor as well. With Dimensional Corridor, just goes away from battle. This thing, if used right, should be unkillable and provide crazy utility and damage every now and then. There's an obelisk there. I'm not sure what happens to transport to units in transport. The transport gets destroyed. Yeah, they have to build it on special tiles called the Necron tombs. So yeah, they have a limited amount of cities they can build, and in on a specific area. So they have to go with tall cities. That's why that Lord is so critical. I folded again. On this map, there are only a position area for 4 cities. This is a starting city. This one was a second, third, and this one was the last city. We can't build any more cities. But for a small map like this, that's enough. Yeah. I don't have any slots on. Now let's get some slots. Oh, they're getting a level 10 Tesseract there. Must be the last stage. Disembarking does not consume movement. Yeah. How much health these guys can have? They can reach like 18 health. Their armor makes them quite crazy as well. There is they ignore zone of control, enemy zone of control. Some units ignore the zones of control. Got a test wreck there. Doomsights are heralds of terror and dismay. The supersonic fighter craft range ahead of a Necron army, drawing upon their strategic data stacks to operate with virtual autonomy. Whether performing terror raids as a precursor to invasion, keeping the air free of enemy aircraft, or launching overwhelming strike missions against key strategic targets, Doomsight pilots will complete their tasks with merciless precision. 24 health, 8 armor, 7 moves. There's a Twin-Link Destructor and a Death Ray. Blast weapons fire shells, missiles, or packets of energy that explode on impact. It's a blast weapon. Lance limits the armor of the target unit. Who's the arc here? We'll go with the seismic assault. This one is in a bad shape. We could heal a little. One has a blast. Apocalyptic blast. That's what kind of damage I expect from the Marauder bomber. The bomb is... It makes you want to cry how bad it is. And which are damage reduction to Canoptic Spider. This difference goes to the dimensional corridor. This range accuracy to Track Stalkers. Cancellation bar jumps the arcs and Track Stalkers. Use damage of melee weapons. We have melee weapons. The Lords. Same 0.8, 13.1. This obelisk is nearly dead. I'd say I can transport the Lords. What's the population limit in the main city now? 46, holy shit. This faction will definitely got 3 tiles, maybe 4 in the city. Ectodermic blades, made from impossibly thin slices of the Necrons' utilitarian living metal. These blades pass through most skin, bone, and armor with disturbing ease. this Void Blade full charge is devastating. I want to see what happens when they destroy our vehicle with the transport. This thing only got one shot. Let's see what happens to the cargo. Those guys both get killed. Wow. Six population. It's pretty a lot of population here. This thing will go down. We'll see what happens. Will both lords get killed? Don't know for the future. That will be crippling. This one. Doomsday Arc. Oh, another monolith. So instead of that Doom side destroying my Night side, it just moved. Another obelisk down here. It's tough to kill. So tough to kill. Yeah, this will, I think, kill my Night side. Oh, both lords get killed, so the transport gets, the cargo gets killed, losing all the population bonus on. We almost had it covered. So transport gets killed. Cargo gets killed as well. One second, guys, I have to answer the phone. Okay, so guys, interruption. I'm here. I think we're close here. There's an obelisk in the south, but we have a tesseract wall there. Ooh, this city is in trouble. We have the two walls close. Doomsday Arc. Victory through overwhelming firepower is a common tenet of the Necron strategic thinking. Nor is this more evident than in the Doomsday Arc. Though deceptively fragile at first glance, the Doomsday Arc is a self-propelled energy cannon whose raw and subtle firepower is so vast and destructive, a single shot can turn the tide of a battle. 8 armor, 32 hit points, 5 moves. It has a high power and a low power Doomsday cannon. Even fired at low power, Doomsday cannon is a fearsome weapon. When firing at full effect, nothing less than a Titan's void shields can offer hope of protection. 3 range on high power, 2 range on low power. High power, active before moving, large blast, disperse targeting primary weapon, increase the armor penetration. Yeah. Let's build one of these babies. I rushed it as well. But Sky of Falling Stars is deadly to the group units. This one is in a little trouble. Go around because of the cliffs. 24 damage, not bad. Quantum shielding. Grants and alien barges, Doomsday arcs, and attacks always increase armor that goes on after every combat. Another tesseract vault. Ghost flare array. Also has a ghost flare array as well. Doesn't even require action, so it has extra weaponry. They're getting wrecked fast. City's taking some damage with obelisk. Can sleep there. Sleep here. Maybe another Citan actually. Running very low on ore. Only and boom side. ore. That sweet ore. Yeah, just hold position here. This thing is taking heavy damage. Let's drop a heal here. We still have veterans over them plus the health. Is it the health artifact? There is the region. There's a jink here. In case they decide to shoot it. I think this is almost all. Look at that -52 ore, that's a lot. -33. Necron quantum shielding is a model of science existing only at a precise moment of reflection. At all other times there is no indication of its presence. There, however, temperamental devices prone to malfunction if overloaded. Quantum shielding on cooldown. Increases the armor for next combat. Obelisk is pretty little troublesome here. Doing a round of ore. We're producing a lot of ore buildings right now though. Such high damage on veterans. That's a level 10. 7.3, 6.65 attacks times 4. This is the attacks, increases the damage. Should end it here. Target and relay increase the range accuracy dark stalkers. I'll just get something so we know we'll get rid of that. I don't see them anymore. It looks like this is all of it. We fire a big gun here. It's probably the last thing here. Target can really increase the range accuracy to target stalkers and adjacent allied units. So stalker and adjacent allied units get more accuracy. Target stalkers might appear fragile, but their unique quantum shielding keeps them in one piece. In order that character leader can amplify the fire from nearby borders. So that's actually pretty good combo, I think. When they're weakened, they try to flee and hide. And they don't move. We'll find them. Nobody's safe. Nobody. We'll find you. Increase the production output of hypostyle temples. It's the vehicle building. 10%. Signing contract contractors to maintain and repair the various long dormant war machines greatly speeds up their refurbishment. So it's 10%. So this thing increases accuracy by 2, which is kind of nice. This increases quite a bit of damage. Also has the quantum shielding, which makes it tougher. It's for the next combat. Let's get a doom sight as well. What's that about? Where are you? Come out and play. Nebula scope allows Tomb Blades to ignore range damage reduction. Makes them even deadlier on. Oh, there it is, the obelisk. This arcing device allows the Tomb Blades pilot to track his prey through different dimensions, leaving them no place to hide. We only see that thing there. This thing has a death ray. Quite a bit of damage onto range. That movement is also very nice. Doomsight is a fighter, Night Sight is a transport. But they're glass cannon, Chris. So, but I guess it's they're super cheap. 20 energy, 1 ore. They're the cheapest unit.
Oh my god!
The Necrons have.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Yes, Mercurio. Thank you for 2 months. Okay, we're almost done here, so we can go back to our Aston Militarum game. Wanna finish that one before we start the Warhammer campaign. Increase the armor Tomb Blades. Ooh, we can actually get more armor as well. Let's get one of them now. What was that about? Tomb Blades that are deployed directly into the midst of world's defense are often equipped with additional armor panels. It has a low health, that's the biggest downside of Tomb Blade. If something negates armor, it will get wrecked. But on a higher veterancy, it's more useful that small health increase is a big deal. That's our last obelisk to upgrade. Two extra accuracy is nice. But this thing is even worth building later, so you can buff the accuracy. Accuracy increases damage. This Tesla sphere is gonna be super deadly. Energy output, energy cores. We had any troubles with energy, we built a lot of energy. Energy is pretty much our resource that we build everything. Because we awaken stuff, while ore is cost to upkeep. Little has changed on the outside of this baroque sarcophagus, yet inside the unheimlich interior, dark cryptic device are stabilizing at a much improved device. 10% more. Yeah, 10% more. This thing is surrounded. Cryptic deploys her aeonic weapon, and the thing that killed Aston one moment screams incoherently and the next whimpers incoherently. The incomprehensible intelligence splintered 100-fold into Tesseract vaults under your command. Knowing that the Aston was the messenger, you know that everything he told you was almost certainly a lie. Think that the Necrons could have defeated the Old Ones without
Oh
this
my god!
comprehension.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey Stumpy! Thank you for months. I am enjoying this game. I'm enjoying it. It's the combat part I always wanted in a 4X game. Man, if the Endless Space 2 had a combat like this, would be the best 4X ever. Beyond Warpstorm, the Old Ones doubtless still rule, but here you shall stay safe inside these defensive temples they have so kindly created. This shall remain a true planet of the Necrons, with you ruling over these mortal slaves until such day as you are strong enough to challenge the galaxy once again. So we are taking the planet, and we achieved the quest victory as well. You will always remember with pleasure the howls of the Deceiver Shard as the Silent King's hidden weapon working alongside the Old One technology to dissect him alive. Now the Deceiver lives on throughout your crown world. A shards bound screaming into your Tesseract labyrinths, powering the engines of your creation. This new weapon made the reconquest of your world trivial. The rest of the Old One's spawned races surrendered or died in their cities when it was deployed against them. The slaves now mine the planet for its rich artifacts. The Warpstorm still looms overhead. You wonder what lies beyond it. A satanic-consumed void, a resurgent Old One empire, or something stranger. Perhaps one day soon you will stumble across the artifact that clears the turmoil from the sky. And you will emerge the challenge and challenge the galaxy rulers once more. If they still exist at all. Okay. Finish the next game, boys. Both victories achieved. We'll go back to Aston Militarum game in just short 5 minutes. I just need to restart the stream, so we have the VOD sorted. See you guys in 5.